Men are good, as are you. Indeed, men are good, as are you. And guess what? Fathers are essential. They indeed are essential, but the research out there is voluminous about how they're essential, but you never see it. Wonder why? So let's talk a little bit about some of that research. There's a woman named Ruth Feldman who did this fascinating research with fathers and mothers interacting with their very young children. And she had them interact, and she drew blood and saliva before the interaction and drew blood and saliva after, and she looked at the differences. What she found was both mother and father got a burst of oxytocin when they interacted with their child, but there was a significant difference between the two. Same hormone, but different response. The mothers, when they interacted with their baby, there was this spike of oxytocin when she would nurture the baby, hold the baby, stroke the baby, talk mother ease, oh baby, coo, 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 loo, 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 right? You know how that works, right? That's when the mother's oxytocin would spike. Now, what does oxytocin do? It makes you want to do it again, right? And so, it feels good. And it also later will start this beta endorphin thing, which makes it feel even better. But for right now, the mama, got this burst of oxytocin, which made her feel good about the cooing and the taking care of the nurturing stuff. The father did those nurturing behaviors too, but guess what? His spike of oxytocin didn't happen then. His spike of oxytocin happened when he got active with the child, when he did something, movement with the child. He somehow challenged the child or roughhousing. You think roughhousing. I mean, this is what spiked the father's oxytocin, which made the father feel good, which makes him want to do this again. So the important thing here is that there's this biological component to the differentiation between mothers and fathers and what they do for their children. Have you ever heard of anything like that? No, you have not. Because we've been told for decades that men and women are the same, except for socialization. That's bull. It's absolute bull, man. Fathers are pushed to do what? They're pushed to be active with their kids and to challenge them in some ways. Look at this little guy. He's loving it. And guess what? When fathers and children learn how to play together, they both love it. I mean, think about it. Fathers throw the kids up in the air, right? They throw them up in the air. The kids are squealing with delight, just screaming with joy, right? And the mothers are going, oh, don't do that. Oh, don't do that. You'll drop it. Blah, blah. And the father knows he's not going to drop the kid, but he keeps doing that over and over again, right? Until the kid says, that's enough. And usually the father's too tired to do it before he says, that's enough. But think about it. This kind of thing does what? We know now that this throwing in the air thing helps children later with risk-taking. There's all kinds of little things like that the fathers play with the children impacts the child's psychological development. So nature is differentiating the parental roles in some ways. And, nature doesn't like redundancy. Nature doesn't like to have to do things twice. So it has the mom do one thing and the father do another. You need both. You need both. Anyway, that's enough for today. We'll be talking more about all the research that's out there about fathers and stuff, and we'll be talking more about that as we go along. So in the meantime, fathers are essential, and men are good, as are you. You all take care. Men are good. Men are good, as are you.